Welcome to James Hates Everything, and I hope you're enjoying this damn early morning for some Nintendo Direct news. We are just chilling, waiting for the launch, and KFB is in the house as he is excited, can't stand it. It is definitely Christmas morning for us big kids. Been counting down the days for this moment. Switch 2 get super hyped. Real Zim is here. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. Um, I don't know what to expect. On one hand, I'm thinking, uh, this could just be like a dud. On the other hand, I'm thinking this could be incredibly awesome. They could surprise us with some really cool new features. I've been dwelling on that mouse stuff that they kind of previewed in the initial announcement trailer, and looking at it and going, a mouse, like, what do we need a mouse for? But then I started thinking, like, what kind of games can you play wielding two mice? Never seen that before. How often do you have an opportunity to use two mice in a game? So I'm excited to see what they Nintendo has planned to take advantage of that functionality. And Chaotic, thanks for joining us bright and early this morning. He says, finally, someone to talk to, been up for 2 hours twiddling my thumbs. And MG is here because I started 1 minute late because I've been sitting here looking for my Nintendo Direct bingo card. And maybe we'll fill that out as we've got a little time before the big show. Ted Adam Green is with us. Appreciate the love on the thumbnail. KFB says, do you really think pre-order will launch right after? Highly unlikely. But we do know, because, highly unlikely for one particular reason. It would be incredibly hard to coordinate a launch like that and have nobody know about it. Having said that, obviously, we had the Best Buy Canada leak last week saying it would launch today. Then we had another leak on Facebook with a reputable source saying, no, they know specifically or one particular retailer is going to launch on the 9th, unnamed retailer. But as MG pointed out, it has shown up on sites all across the internet. So we have, of course, one I have sitting up right here. And so I would encourage people to kind of pay attention to these sites if you're really interested, because who knows, miracles could happen. It could go live. So that's the GameStop link. Let's see what we find on Best Buy here real quick. Find out more about the new system today, it says right on their Best Buy site. So that's pretty interesting. And of course, you can sign up for notifications. So all of these people are posting notifications. So, morning, Steve. Yeah, 10 a.m. live, $3.99. Wouldn't that be awesome? So we'll say I agree with you totally, MG, on the $3.99. I think that's the sweet spot. Nintendo, I don't think, wants to get too close to 500. So I think that's probably where they'll be. But let's be realistic. We're all going to need a Pro controller. We're probably going to need some special headset because I'm betting whatever it comes with on that front for the new communications features is probably, fairly junky. And so they're going to sell us a fancy one. Whether we actually need it or not is another thing. But I am pretty excited. What I'm most excited about is the game releases. Obviously, I know we can look forward to a Mario Kart 9, but will we get a 3D Mario? Will we get a Smash Brothers? Will we get some sort of Zelda announcement, whether that's Switch 2 edition of Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom or both, or maybe a remaster of Twilight Princess or Wind Waker or both. The combo pack that we've heard about for years and years. But yeah, so hopefully you guys are either at work or driving to work or not at work at all, like myself, and getting ready for this because I think it will be a blast. Just checking things out here. Whoop, don't need this. Trying to keep a watch on the stream, and I do have that ready to go for when we need it. Uh, Biggie is in the house. Oh, that's fun. Waiting at the airport. Always a good time. So hopefully your flight doesn't take off during the Nintendo Direct and you miss it. But I am very, very interested and excited for this one. As mentioned, it's way too early in the morning for this shit. Let's see here. Uh, Boards at 6:10 Pacific. So yeah, right in the middle of the show. So you'll get to see Miyamoto maybe kick things off, or maybe they'll just jump right into a replay of the first trailer. Who knows? That would be a good prediction. You guys have any predictions for what you think they'll show today? Obviously, rumors abound about that C button. Seems to be a communication. Biggie says, hoping for VR. Yep, 20 minutes and counting. It cannot move fast enough. Switch Lite OLED shadow drop for Switch 1. That would be pretty interesting. You guys think there'll be any colors? uh, Virtual Boy 2 attachment. Okay. That's creative. Personally, I think the reason you're getting the two USB-C ports is because of the new communication features. I think that's pretty much been revealed through various FCC links that that C button on the front of the Switch is for the new built-in communication app. And so when you have live communication, you obviously need a headset and you need somewhere to plug that headset in. And so that is our extra USB C port on the console itself. And of course, that is backed up by the new Switch Pro controller, which also has a headset USB C port built into it, specifically for that communication feature. So, pretty sure that's what we are looking at. KFB says a new Mario Odyssey. So, do you think it's actually like a sequel to Odyssey, or are we just getting a completely new um, Mario 3D? I personally am leaning towards something completely new, similar to how you had Galaxies on the Wii, and when you went into obviously the Wii U, you had the new 3D Mario and then Odyssey. I think we're going to see a completely new um, Mario, and I honestly hope it moves away from the traditional one player 3D Mario and maybe builds in multiplayer aspects. Hopefully, just at a minimum, a second player so we can play as Mario and Luigi together. But how interesting would it be if they can build it out more for their new online platform? And I do think that that one's on my bingo card, right? An enhanced online experience with better friend finding, better game finding, obviously better communication. I think all of those are big. Um, so KFB says he thinks a sequel. MG says it's for a light gun Duck Hunt 2025. We can only hope. Uh, Duck Hunt 2K25. Yes, Duck Hunt is the killer title. What a drop that would be. Super Luigi Odyssey. Now that might be interesting. Yeah, I've had enough of the flying hat. I'm ready for a more traditional Mario experience. I know people love Odyssey, and Odyssey was fun, but the player two being the hat was not all that creative, in my opinion. It was kind of silly and afterthought to get a second player in there. I think all old Switches will get a huge price drop. Yeah, I mean, what we've seen so far, right, leading up is obviously bundling in a lot more games on the Switch One, and then selling at the regular price. So I wonder if they'll drop it $50 or $100, or maybe just bundle in more games. I think they plan for a while to keep the Switch One active. Obviously, we just had that Switch Nintendo Direct, yeah, or last week, right? So a bunch of titles still coming out for that. So you always have this year or two of overlap. Nintendo kept the Wii U around. Almost all those launch titles were on both systems. The Mario tariff. Yes. That would be an interesting game. Mario goes to Canada and can't get back into America. If Switch 2 is 499, I'll be depressed. Yeah, I mean, obviously they have to take a loss on this hardware. So the question is, how much loss are they going to take? And if they do 499, I think it will really hurt their sales, quite frankly. I think you're still going to have hardcores buy it, but it becomes a much more difficult discussion to convince people to upgrade. And I do think that's going to be a challenge for them. I think this is a lot like, quite frankly, this launch feels more like a Switch Pro than a new console or completely new device. And given how many Switch units are out there, uh, I think you're going to have a real challenge convincing people that don't know, like parents of young kids, things like that, that they need to upgrade to a Switch 2. They're going to look at it and go, well, that looks like the one we have. Why would I need to upgrade? I think that's going to hurt their sales in the long run. I think, much like the Wii U, people just thought it was the Wii with something extra, right? And so people didn't jump on it. And while that's technically the case, it was Wii with something extra, little, got a little HD finally, and that, the, I don't know, the, the I don't know what you would call it. Basically, the dry run of the Nintendo Switch with that controller. Um, I don't know that there's enough visually different that is going to get your non-gamer mom and dad to recognize the differences. Uh, the graphics card AI technology with frame gen and DLSS, yeah, that's going to be huge. Obviously, they've got that NVIDIA chip built in, so we get DLSS. The question becomes, is it going to go all the way up to 4K? Or are we looking at more like a 1440p experience? So something that gets us more than 1080p, but maybe not all the way up to 4K. I think that's one of the ones I'm really watching, because I honestly think that we may not get 4K. I hope we do, but I'm thinking it may cap out on us at the 1440. Yeah, GameCube Online. I saw you mention that earlier. I think definitely GameCube Online. We've seen the controller in the FCC filings, or the patent filings. I think that definitely is announced. Um, So that's going to be super exciting. Obviously, GameCube is got a lot of great games, and seeing some multiplayer aspects brought to those will be phenomenal. You can tell you are a big Nintendo fan taking the day off for this announcement. Yep. Yeah, I had a few things I wanted to get done, and obviously this is a big one. So, yep, I figured might as well burn some time off and take the day off. Gallagher guy, good morning. Hopefully, you slept well. Very excited to be waiting for this drop. 13 minutes by my count, so we're getting close. Has to be 4K on TV, 1440 for next 8 years. Yeah, I mean, that's just the thing, right? It's still, we still know the dock doesn't have any extra components in it, so it's all got to be uh in that form factor. And it's possible with a lot of AI, maybe they can get it up to 4K, but I think 1440 is much more realistic. And if you actually look at the numbers behind 4K gaming, it's actually, I don't even think it covers 40% of the audience. The vast majority of people are still gaming on 1080p. So if you're Nintendo, do you go all the way up to 4K? Do you invest the kind of money that it's going to take to get there in a handheld? Or do you say, look, we can hit 1440, but we can get you to 60 frames per second at 1440 as opposed to, trying to do 4K, 30 frames at 4K, which the PlayStation 5 struggles with, right? So, um, I realize the PS4 can get there, and I think a lot of people are predicting 4K, but it's going to be heavily dependent on how good that AI is in the DLSS stuff. Yeah, 1440 like the Williams tables. Yeah, lots of Xbox games. Obviously, we know a ton are coming. I think Sony PlayStation games, you're going to see a bunch of those. Um, you said 7:30. That's yes. And I was actually down here ready to go at 7, but I was messing around with some other things, and the time came and went. When I looked over, it was already past time. GameCube is like the Star Wars prequels, just amazing and necessary. I completely disagree. GameCube is awesome. The Star Wars prequels are not. uh, can I switch to the Switch 2 if I don't own a Switch? I'm contemplating, but I won't make the switch until James tells me that this Switch 2 is worth not switching since I don't have a Switch yet. Definitely don't switch from your Switch. Switch to the Switch 2 from your non-Switch gaming. And let's face it, we were talking about this in Walkabout Golf last night. The big launch title that we're all going to be choking on for the next 6 months in this community is Mario Kart 9. Like, if you can have, 25, 30 plus people at the same time, everybody's going to want to be community streaming this, and it'll be a blast. And so be prepared for the onslaught of Mario Kart streams from everybody. You can't even buy 1080p TVs, not for years now. Well, I think PD7 begs to differ. He was buying a 720p TV from was it Best Buy? He wanted one for his Switch streams now that he's got an Elgato card. So that will be pretty interesting. But yeah, I think if you look on the data that I saw was specifically around gaming on Steam, which is obviously PC gaming. But there you go. I'm okay if it outputs 4K for everything and runs 1440 at 60. Yeah, I mean, I hope that it has 4K. Believe me, I would much rather it have 4K. But Nintendo is always way behind on that stuff. The fact that there will be free houses all week, that means lots of games announced. There's going to be free houses. Tree houses, yes. Yes, I was lost there for a second. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what trickles out over the next several days. And obviously, I think is it later today or is it tomorrow when we start getting our first of those three big launch events? I know they've had it set up in New York for a while now. Uh, I have a 22-inch TV in my living room. 22-inch. That's an interesting combination. Thor KC's in the house. He said, I've seen quite a few 1080p TVs pop up recently, but they're definitely a dying breed. Ginormous 4K TVs are getting stupid cheap. That is true. And unfortunately, most of them are not worth what they're printed on, but they are getting cheap. Surely it's not going to be called Mario Kart 9. Give it a subtitle like Super Grand Prix or Super Circuit Galaxy Tour. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously they've done like Double Dash and things like that. But the tried and true, they've been definitely keeping those numbers around. So we'll see. I mean, they may lean into that huge multiplayer experience, and so you know, Super Grand Prix is probably a good one. Yes, free trees for everybody. They did release Alarmo, so why not release a bunch of Nintendo trees? Do you think we'll get a new F-Zero? I would be shocked. Why would you release Mario Kart 9 and F-Zero at the same time? I think if you got one of those, it'll be down the road a bit, maybe even a year, at least a year out. You're not going to release two kart racer type games right out of the gate. You need to go out your way to buy a 1080p unless it's like 39. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why PD7 was buying a 720p one was because it was ridiculously cheap. P Dubs says it's too early. Well, that's what you get for going to sleep, P Dubs. You should have stayed up all night long. Chaotic wants an F-Zero or a Pilot Wings. We haven't seen Pilot Wings since what? Wasn't there one on the Wii? Uh yeah, new Star Fox. Actually, I think the guy that was behind Star Fox has left and has started his own studio and is in the middle of making a new Star Fox game, but not Star Fox. So he can't use the IP because he doesn't own it. But it's using all new characters, but the same style and everything. So uh, definitely Google, check that out because I know that that is currently underway, which probably does not bode well for a new Star Fox. But I tell you what, I would like to see is a new Mike Tyson Punch Out. That would be awesome. MG says, I normally get to play golf invites from P Dubs around this time. Yeah. Indeed. Uh, Missed your stream yesterday, P Dubs. You canceled on us. We were waiting for a Multicade Monday on Tuesday edition. 5-minute counter and ticking. Getting close. Dennis says, how about Jake Paul's Punch Out? Yes. Yes. And you're fighting all the characters you fight on the way to him are 60, 70-year-olds. Hey, at least they could include Pokemon if they do a Jake Paul's Punch Out, right? For his brother. Man, KFB is getting super hyped for Switch 2. Did the weather wake you up? No, unfortunately, I was up most of the night anyway, but yeah, it got definitely woke my dog up earlier this morning. So the dog is what woke me up. My dog, for some reason, over the last year, when storms hit, has decided she likes to bury her head in the corner for some reason, and it's really weird. Hasn't done that her whole life, but that's a new behavior for some reason. But it was crazy, that's for sure. I know our power company here, Evergy, sent out warnings ahead of time saying they were going to be on the lookout for power issues and things like that. It was kind of apocalyptic sounding at the beginning. Why are they having those tree houses later this week? I wonder what games. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Um, it's gonna, you know, I would suspect that they're planning this to be their biggest launch of all time. I mean, I know that rumors of production runs are massive this time around. Like they want to have so many that people who want it can actually get it. Which is new for Nintendo, right? Like Nintendo is known for their what's the terminology? Um scare you know faux scarcity kind of a thing where they purposely produce them low in order to get the extra publicity for how hard they are to get. But this time they're going ham. Like the rumors are they've been shipping them in all, since early January. They've been arriving and they're just stockpiling, waiting for the announcement, and the production is off the charts. So yeah, supply and demand, scarcity. Uh, New feature in Street Fighter 6: Destroy a Tesla. That would not surprise me. Oh man. What do we got here? We got 3 minutes. So I definitely, obviously, Tears of the Kingdom is too new, but I'm definitely hoping for a Zelda announcement. Obviously, I wore my finest Super Mario Brothers shirt for just this occasion, but I would love to see a new Smash Brothers. The other one has been a very long time since it came out, and it was really just a re-release of the Wii U version. And there's a huge variety, especially if Xbox is making its way to the Switch. You already have, and Sony making their way back to the Switch. Opening that up to even more characters would be absolutely insane. And yeah, Biggie, I think we're finally going to get that Twilight Princess Wind Waker release on the Switch 2, but we'll see. You're making me nervous. Put it on. Oh, I can do that. There you go. Whoops. Let's go over here. Here we go. So we're just sitting here at the stage, tick-tocking away. Beefed up graphics wouldn't shock me. Look at that. We got a countdown. Let me know if you guys can hear that. It says it's got audio, so I just want to make sure. Biggie, I do not. This will not be monetized on their end, so don't worry about any commercials. How about that? Is it volume down a little bit? 20 seconds here. Yes. Hopefully this starts with a weird on the street skit that has nothing to do with what they sell. 8 years in the making. We got 10 seconds. Let's go. Oh, mature right out of the gate. Here's our Mario Kart. Boats. Well, there you go. Chaotic Mario Kart World.
Hello, everyone. I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change. And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the Classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
If you can go off the course, that's going to make Mario Kart very hard for a lot of people.
Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line? You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
That makes
By
more
going
sense.
off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends, and even take photos together at different locations.
Does that mean it's like Mario Kart GTA?
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct, so be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Well, that's interesting. That also means it's not going to be out by the 17th,
Mario
right?
Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2. These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button. Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Here's your C button.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo! That was me. That was you? So quick. Oh, no. Wait, no.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
Audio's out of sync.
Oh.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
I bet it
Hey,
was
what's up?
dubbed.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, missed you.
With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Should we follow you? Yeah?
Yeah, follow.
Okay.
Us for an adventure.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a
built-in
microphone
mic.
built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right? All right, let's keep going. Okay. So,
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
Look at this. Jump on here. All right, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a boat? Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's okay.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job.
You can
There we
see
go, there we
other
go.
people's
you can
view.
also share your game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really?
They can do that?
Can do it?
You guys, I just did it.
Oh, I want to do it too.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, he's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, no.
Yay!
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one.
I do have
So
to say
hard,
that's
right?
kind of a
It's
cool
Oh,
feature.
wow. I'm like in the sky right here. I'm like, I fell. I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're on a
Very
star.
low
That's
frame
so
rates, but it's
cute.
still pretty
So
cool.
cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen,
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
or expand another friend's game screen.
You gotta get above that wall that's to your left.
You're almost there,
It's just like the wall. Like if she gets past the wall.
this is where I have to do a little
What?
wall ride.
Okay.
Wow.
So
I
everyone
mean, what
can
is
watch
that,
them
like
play.
15 frames per
I think-
second?
I
That
think
is
I know where
very
you are. I think I know
choppy,
where you are.
but
Wait,
still,
wait, wait.
it's still a cool
Okay,
feature.
I think we have to
Together.
ride.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Meeks.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
Oh, really?
Very cool.
Nice.
Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
for sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
Oh, switch camera.
By connecting this camera to the system,
Hey.
Hey, what's up? Hello. Yo. Nick.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
you can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Your face is on
Yeah, how'd they get their audio out? I think, but still.
Yeah, good.
No.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
I'm waiting like
There
that.
you go. I bet you like
Can
that.
you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Oh, wow. Okay. No,
Yeah,
wait.
okay,
Go
that's
left, go
awesome.
left. Left,
Oh,
left.
maybe
Let me
let's
fix
go a
it.
little more this way. Oh.
Using Game Chat. Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your personal favorites. Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. or hold a sports competition between families.
Notice these are all Switch 1 games so
All
far.
together, anytime, anywhere. Game chat.
What did you think? In developing Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends, almost as if you're all playing together in the same place. The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2. A Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat. However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it out.
Well, that's interesting.
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends. On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share. As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game.
That's
With
pretty
Game
cool.
Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time. Game Share also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier. Game Share can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
The sound got out of sync. I'm
Please take a
gonna
look.
refresh real quick. Well, maybe at the next talking stage.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Yeah, 1080p on the dock or on the handheld. 120 FPS.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
HDR.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back. The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally. The left and right sticks are now larger.
And Hall effect, yes.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via Game Chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
Really is zoomed.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Nice.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode. Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads,
Finally.
save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster.
4K, there you go.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
Oh, that definitely shows more components in the dock, doesn't it?
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
As you just and improve
All right, guys, I
Nintendo
wanted to
Switch,
refresh and get that audio sync
we
fixed.
redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself.
Oh, no.
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
This is another me software.
I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them.
Oh my gosh.
This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system.
What the fuck?
The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this.
Oh no.
You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2.
Oh, walkabout golf for the Switch.
By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
It just
So please check it out if you're interested.
You have to buy that?
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo
Oh
Switch
my
2.
gosh.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Really?
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro Controller. It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
Oh, here we go.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
June 5th.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please
Pre-order
wait
has
just
to
a
be
bit longer.
soon. That's only 2 months away.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
So our first quote-unquote remaster, Switch 2 edition.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory,
Oh no.
all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go! And compete in other minigames using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Go! Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
That's pretty cool, a rail shooter.
When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
Yeah, if they're
Enjoy the
charging
thrill
for
of
a
these intuitive
tutorial,
minigames. How quickly can you reach the
you
station?
know they're trying to keep costs
From
down as much
minigames
as
that use a
possible.
camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble. The biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Hopefully, if that thing's only $10.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Yep, there it is. Breath of the Wild. Tears of the
Nintendo
Kingdom.
Switch 2
both.
editions of The Legend of
Nice.
Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates. And
They're
also
making us
support
pay for
HDR,
that instead of just
which
getting
makes
a
the image
DLC
more vibrant.
notice.
So you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
So you have to buy it instead of just getting a download.
Plus,
That's kind of shitty.
You can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
We're back to the old second screen stuff again.
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
That's pretty cool.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable. In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story
Yeah, I totally agree,
exclusive to the
MG.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Yeah, this isn't a shock that they're going to release the Switch 2 at the same time.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Plus,
you can actually
you
use
can
it with
explore the
first-person
immersive world
shooter.
in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120
4K
frames per
60
second.
FPS? No
Choose from these two
way.
modes, both of which support HDR.
That's
based
got to
on
be
your preference
all
and
AI
playstyle.
driven.
Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions.
At launch? They didn't
And
say at
if
launch.
you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Yeah, but Nintendo, you know
Next,
I gotta
I'd
have
like to
them
introduce a
in,
brand new game featuring
physical
mouse
form.
controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a look.
That's kind of cool. Interesting.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3
You're
matches using
basically
dual
going to
mouse
have to sit
controls.
at a table to play that game. Like, how
Next,
do you
here are
play a
some
game
games
with
from our
two mice?
publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair.
Yeah, Elden Ring. This was one widely predicted.
The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord.
That's our first big third-party title.
May you take the throne.
The Tarnished Edition. I don't know if that's a good selling point.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games.
Payment,
Here to say
audio
that Hades
sync
2 is coming to
problem.
Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルはストリートファイター
Street
6
Fighter
です。
6.
本体を持ち寄っての対
We're
戦は
getting
もちろん、
games from 2 years
任
ago,
天堂
but
スイ
hey,
ッ
at
チ2
least
だけの
it's coming.
新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録したギアーズ1、2ファイターズエディションの2バージョンを、さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money.
Arsenal
I'm
now?
for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels!
Thanks for the warm welcome!
This planet will be ours. The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! All children, bring hope to our lives.
Demon X Machina. Interesting. That's a new game.
Hey, this is Joseph Fares from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this, if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me.
Yeah, this one was on the last
You'll be able to play
PlayStation
Split
Direct,
Fiction on the
or,
day Switch 2 launches.
whatever they call them. PlayStation.
At EA Sports, we're bringing
whatever they
fans
are.
together across the world, both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on? Son of a...
Hello, this is Christian
God,
Elverdam from IO Interactive.
Sound sync is driving me apeshit.
We're bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2.
I'll be playing this later
As
today
the
in
best
VR,
assassin in
by
the
the
trade,
way,
Agent 47 does everything he can to
on the
accomplish
other
his mission.
channel.
And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Bond 007 GoldenEye. Now you got to be excited.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and advancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Fine Fairy
No
HD
order date.
Remaster. Set foot in
launches on
Luxembourg as
June
a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所ディレクターズカットです。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Yeah, we've only seen one new launch title, right? Really? I mean, it's Mario Kart World. There's been no other first party
When the
launch
Zonai,
title.
who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface. Their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom.
So this is
But
clearly
in
a new
time,
Zelda.
a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean
So we
this
play
really
as
is the
Zelda
past.
now in Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, it's that battle game. I got it. I forget what that one's called. Hyrule Warriors. Yeah.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue
here
to
we
enjoy
go.
Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
GameCube time.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
Yes, yes, it's official.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus
surprise, but
expansion pack
official.
will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a
now you know they
cartoon come
didn't
to life through cell
Wind
shading.
Waker, it's coming on this.
Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and swords eternally retold. In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon, and Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of white-knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30
If they
machines
don't do
will put it all on the
Smash
line
Brothers
in
on this,
death-defying races.
they've really screwed
Featuring the
up.
series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
There you go.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
They really need Smash Brothers on that.
More titles will be added in the future.
Sunshine, Strikers, Chibi Robo. I did not see
Nintendo
Smash Brothers.
GameCube,
That's the
Nintendo
problem.
Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo
Or
Switch
Mario
Online
Kart
Plus
Double
expansion
Dash.
pack launches the same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access Game Chat.
That's interesting.
The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
More third-party stuff. Give us some first-party stuff. The f- Galaga guy, I would not be surprised if you can't use the adapters and stuff that have already been released for the original controller. Apparently, Chaotic really loved the
I'm Randy from
Deltarune.
Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll
With
establish
mouse
an
support,
empire
how
and
can
guide
you
your
not?
people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, You can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinks.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring.
Like
And
the
on the court.
25-year-old version or the new ones?
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees.
Agreed.
Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line, and sinker. Tastes amazing, doesn't it?
What happened to their... It's just frozen.
Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time, for home.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Yeah, their stream is frozen. I'm bringing it up on other browsers like this.
Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fan-favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you in the future.
Yeah, I'm looking at other things. Chats on the live video are like, it's frozen, it's frozen. So these audio issues and now this are like widespread. So there it goes. It wasn't me and G, it was Nintendo. Other things even worse now. Oh, they butchered this one.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or
the
on
video's
the go.
way back.
Get ready to meet unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
Yeah, the audio's still going, but their video reset like way back.
山口です。
They fucked this whole stream up.
任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただけます。スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Dude, they've butchered this thing. Yeah, it looks like they even turned live chat off in their main feed because of how irate people are getting. I don't think that's the case, Chaotic. If you look, like, it's off everywhere. Like, I have it up on several different things, and the chat in other streams are going berserk because of how off it is. You'll notice they've disabled chat because people were going ape shit. That's a safe thing to do.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and
Looks
development
like they
partners.
did something to improve it slightly.
Please take a look.
Castlevania?
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dust.
Jason. From Software. Yeah, it's got to be Castlevania, but it looks like it's a game of posing. What in the hell?
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon-to come.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Definitely Tetris. Oh, it's Primal Rage 3. Whatever it is, definitely not for me. Kind of goofy.
And one alone.
Dust Bloods. That's their final game preview of the night? What the fuck? It's Rock Band. Oh, it's an exclusive third party, that's why.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners.
Oh, maybe it was
We'd
the
like to
last
thank the
part of our
developers who
game,
appeared
is all.
today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation.
Yeah, it just looks like another Souls clone
In addition
game
to
like
what you
the
saw
Alex
today,
friend.
our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
I want a new Kid Icarus game, and that's what it sounds like. It's probably a new Kirby game. Oh no, this is Mario. Nice. Nope, it is Kirby. Damn it. Oh, it's Kirby Kart Racing. They are releasing a second kart. What the hell? Oh my god. 2 kart racers at launch. I bet that's just a download one, like some of those other Kirby games.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai. Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
This better be Mario. Looks like Mario, like style, but very weird looking enemies for a Mario game. Donkey Kong. There you go. Yeah, it sucks that StreamYard is making it look crappy because it looks really good on this side. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Not till July on that one, so it's not even launch.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
All right, now give us price and date. It's time.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
That's $450.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website,
Oh,
which goes
that's not
live
good.
later today.
We've covered a lot of information, but
No
that's all we have
pricing.
to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's disappointing. No price info, no pre-order date availability. And if the treehouse is the games you just saw, nothing new in there either from that little clip. Buying a one-up shit edition instead. Hands-on event. Yep, in 2 days, it's already set up and ready to go. Yeah, you just have to wonder, like, without a price, it's got to be expensive because you would lead with the price, in my opinion, if it was going to be affordable. So that's problematic. That kind of sucks. Jumping over to Nintendo's website real quick to see if they've updated anything. Yeah, not seeing anything over there. I can obviously share here. Allegedly. So all they've got is still this direct stuff, nothing new. So sometime, I guess they're going to update this and we'll get more info. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got to wonder if they're bundling it. I'm still going to stick with the $399 and $449 is my opinion. It's extra $50 to get the one with the built-in digital version of Mario Kart, but the physical copy will be $70, right? So yeah, no announcement on pre-orders. We do know at least the launch date, but nothing on any of the refreshing. All just says check back soon, sign up for notifications. So we know the websites where a lot of these are. So we have the links to where you can pre-order. You just can't actually do it yet. So not even an announcement. I mean, literally, what did we, that's wood there. What did we learn? Like, I guess we learned that it's officially going to ship on June 5th. We learned a little bit more about Mario Kart, that it's got a Grand Theft Auto edition. We got a Kirby game. We got confirmation of the communications. We got confirmation of GameCube online, but honestly, the game release on it's so. The third-party support has been confirmed. We got 4K confirmation when docked, which is good. Not a whole lot there. I mean, the communication thing we kind of knew about heading into this. The 4-player being able to see their thing is good. The camera, like that's PlayStation 3 era. Like, why are we getting a camera in this day and age? So Nintendo apparently just discovered, really liked Zoom, as somebody mentioned earlier, and so now they're leaning heavy into video calls. Yeah, the first 5 minutes were awesome, and then it kind of petered out. It's been disappointing. We learned you have to pay for the tutorial for some reason. Like, can you get a worst selling game of all time? Like, that probably only sell to like a bunch of content creators who want to like get it and kind of mock it. Like, I don't understand who's paying for a tutorial. Uh, so weird. Yeah, so weird. Uh, I'm just kind of I don't know. I'm mixed. I'm still excited. Obviously, Mario Kart's a big deal. I do not even remotely care about Donkey Kong. That's I'll end up getting it, but I don't really care. It's not anything I'm uh all that interested in. The Switch 2 editions, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I saw that coming, but with no new content. Am I excited about that? I forgot we got Hyrule Warriors edition for Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the problem with some of these Switch 2 editions of the other games is you can obviously play the not so legal versions on your PC where they're upscaled to 4K and stuff. Like, so it's like, yeah, the Switch 2 is going to be on par with some of those things. Maybe they're waiting till later today when they know what the tariffs are. Maybe that could very well could be. Who knows? But they've been shipping in here for a while, so a lot of them got in pre-tariffs, right? Yes, GameCube is Switch 2 exclusive. They said. A lot of generation games they are getting caught up on. Yep. They also say Donkey Kong is a Switch 2 exclusive. Yeah, I think the first party games you saw were all Switch 2 exclusive is my guess, because they all have those features like the camera support and everything else. Sounds like they need to pay for that upgrade. Keck says, me and MG, our Rocket League basketball wheelchair game. Yeah, on one hand, I'm like, hey, it's kind of cool. I think this is probably the first, wheelchair basketball style game ever made, right? So that's kind of cool that they're doing this, new event. But at the same time, the controls on it, like, you got to sit at a table to play that game. What are you going to rub the controllers on your legs to make it like move? Like, some of the things on that game don't make any sense to me. I'll be interested to see what the internet's reaction is to to that game, because I can see people getting irritated. I can see people being happy about it, and then the control scheme just seems like way strange. Obviously I get what they're going for, but that is an odd way to introduce like two-handed, double fisting mice. Ironically, you'd struggle to play it with those mice. Yeah, that's exactly right. There is no way that mouse is going to be comfortable to use. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be sitting here going like this. You either got to put it on your legs if you're sitting on your couch or something, or on the couch cushion near you. You got to sit at a kitchen table. Like, how you're definitely not playing it in handheld mode, right? That's a game you cannot play handheld. So like it looks to me like, honestly, this is loaded with gimmicks trying to find a purpose. The webcam where they've shoehorned it into Mario Party Jamboree. It's like, look, we discovered webcams. That seems goofy. Then you've got the do mouse thing, which doesn't seem like they had a solid plan around. The only thing that's really interesting of the new gimmicks is probably the being able to stream 4 screens at once from the people you're playing with. But that is going to be, very, I don't know, very gimmicky, very choppy or whatever. So MG says he found some prices. So if this is correct, it's roughly $100 to 100 yen to $1. So that would mean the base console is $499, right? $499.99. That the Mario Kart edition is $539, and the games are $89. So that would not be good. If the games are $89. Okay, so MG saying the official conversion is $349. If they launch the Switch 2 at $349, that will be bonkers. That's way cheaper than I would have anticipated. And that means that $399 would be the one with Mario Kart. But typically rule of thumb is 100 yen to $1. So I get that the inflation rates adjust and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. $349 is a no-brainer upgrade. I do physical, so I'm not buying the $399 with Mario, but $399 with Mario is a hell of a deal. That's an even bigger deal, right? Because I would have happily paid $399 for just the system. So if you're also getting Mario in there, and you're probably getting 3 months of the enhanced online experience. So what was the conversion rate on the 890, 80 yen? That is $60. So games coming in at $60, that's Switch 1 pricing. So I would be shocked if they're not 70. Those new cards are very expensive. I'd be really shocked if those aren't $79.90 or $69.99 in the US. Where are you seeing that, MG? Are news articles coming out or something? Pre-orders are not up, Devastator. Okay, so it's a press release. So let me see if I can find that real quick. Yeah, here you go. So Switch 2 launches June 5th for $49.99, bringing new forms of games. Let me see if I can. All together, anytime, anywhere, with new ways to play, new ways to connect players. The Nintendo Switch 2 system arrives June 5th for a suggested retail price of $449.99 in the US. So that's the cheaper one. So right, we're not getting the $349. So I'll honestly buy the Japanese version and have it shipped over. You take advantage of some arbitrage there. Discover reimagined Joy-Con 2 controllers, each of which experience the system's powerful processing speed, delivering visuals via a bigger screen. Blah blah blah. Next step, let's see. Any good? Race into Nintendo Switch 2 with the Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart bundle for $499.99. Includes Mario Kart World, Switch 2 launch day, Nintendo Direct presentation featured a broad variety of hardware details, systems, and features. Game chat, of course, we saw. Just skimming this real quick, seeing if we got anything new buried in there. Safety features are in place to help players have a safe and secure chat experience. So, meaning what? won't be any pervs doing things on there they shouldn't be doing. Multitude of new features, large vivid screen, 7.9 inch, LCD with full 1080p in handheld mode. Joy-Con 2 with the snap feature, freely adjustable stand, powerful processing, significantly improved CPU and GPU performance, resulting in faster processing speeds, new visual enhanced, crisp audio quality. So they got Arcade 1-Up's marketing guy, apparently. 3D sound is more natural and clear. Internal storage at 256, which we knew. Switch games are playable. The new Switch 2 dock, by connecting the Switch 2 dock to a TV, users can output video at up to 4K res and play games at up to 120 frames per second. I'll believe this when I see this, considering the PS5 and the PS5 Pro can't even really do that. Well, I should say this probably 120 frames per second is probably not 4K. That is probably 1080p, 120 frames per second. That's doable. Play online. Wait, multiple people can play one title with Game Share, which we saw that. The virtual game cards from the last thing, the new Nintendo Switch Online, which F-Zero, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and Soul Calibur 2. Accessibility features to support players' wide range of gameplay styles. Safe and secure game experience with parental controls. New games for the Switch, Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong. EA Sports, Madden NFL, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition. They didn't announce that. Games like Mario Party, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree. That was all in there. Add free roam. It's possible to go off track and drive in any direction you wish. Explore areas, pique your interest, take photos. Bonanza, Mario Party Jamboree. Faster load times and better graphics will make for a fresh experience when revisiting these adventures. And that weird Switch app thing. The game-specific service is exclusive to the Switch 2 of the games. It helps players. Yeah, so that's just the map thing. Kirby's 3D platforming adventure gets an extra Switch 2 boost in Forgotten Land, which we saw that. And it comes with the DLC, it looks like. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond has a Switch 2 edition, obviously. That doesn't come as a surprise. Pokemon Legends Switch 2 edition. This thing's getting raked over the coals for the lackluster effort put into the graphics on this game. So not surprising that it's getting one, and it still looked very basic. Kirby Air Rides. I hope this is just a DL title like they do with some of these Kirby things, because like if this is a full-up game, that seems weird. Use Joy-Con 2 mouse controls and enjoy new experience for like drag and drive or whatever that is. That's obviously the Wheelchair League Racing. The Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Jesus. Available to buy from the eShop on launch day. What in the hell? Maybe it's free to buy in the eShop. I can't imagine they're making you pay for a freaking tutorial. We got the Dust Bloods, Hades 2. These are all the things that were in there. Age of Imprisonment, Split Fiction. So I guess maybe they did show. Obviously, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. That's kind of cool. That's the prior version. 6, Hogwarts Legacy, Bravely Default, Borderlands 4, Tony Hawk, Elden Ring, Yakuza, Fortnite. Oh boy, Fortnite. Had no idea. Enter the Gun, Hitman, World of Assassin, Project 007. Step into James Bond and earn your 00 status, featuring a wholly original Bond story. Project 007 will come to Nintendo Switch. And that's not all. Switch 2 welcomes Star Seeker, Demon X Machina, Survivor Kids, Star Wars Outlaws. That's an interesting choice. Is this a new Hollow Knight? That's kind of cool. Switch 2 visit blah blah blah. Let's open that link. Limited time production through fall 2025. Available while supplies last. Internet Nintendo Switch limit 1 purchase per Nintendo account per paid Switch Online membership. Oh, that's for the controller. So at least they are limiting it 1 per person. So maybe you got a chance to actually get it. All the rest of that is. That's just the app. So who gives a crap about that? So interesting, not a whole lot. Press says 9th. Where did you was it on here? Oh yeah, Nintendo Switch will be available for pre-order North America from participating retailers beginning on April 9th. So that was buried in the safe and secure thing. So that's weird. So yeah, so pre-orders in 1 week, a week from today. So know what we're doing next week. Several websites reporting 8th. Either way, next week. Yeah. So let's call it midnight on the 9th, right? Which would be the late on the 8th. Going in is likely when this will launch for pre-orders. I'm disappointed they didn't hit the $3.99 mark, but but Thor is right. Everything is up. Yeah. I will tell you though, if those yen prices you showed MG are legit, look to buying from Amazon Japanese. You got to remember all of these systems are region free now. And if you buy from the amazon.co.jp site, you can have that stuff shipped to the US and it's basically very inexpensive shipping. So you could potentially pre-order from that site and get it for far less money because you would pay the Japanese conversion rate as opposed to the US retail rate. So if you want to save an extra $50 or whatever that was, close to 100, honestly, at that point. How much do you think the upgrade is? I'm betting $10. That's typically, at least that's the precedent Sony has set for some of those upgrades, because they're just DLC, so they essentially are just graphics packs at this point. So hopefully they are just $10, or better yet, if they could hit even lower, like $5 or $7, that would be phenomenal. The Treehouse Live series returns April 3rd and 4th for what's being called Nintendo Switch 2 presentation featuring hands-on gameplay of Switch 2 games. Yeah, so I think they gave a quick list of what games will be in that, and nothing new, but hopefully they sneak something new in there. But another kind of interesting launch, I would say. So are they combating the scalpers? Plenty available everywhere on launch. So that's the goal, but I'll tell you right now, that ain't going to stop scalpers. Scalpers walk into a store and there are 100 of them there, they'll buy all 100 to make sure it's hard to get, and they get their money out of it. But I know that they ramped production up pretty heavily to try to get that. We will consistently focus on prioritizing the most dedicated Switch players while supplies last, starting April 24th. Digital Nintendo Switch 2 games. Upgrade packs and Amiibo can be pre-ordered from the My Nintendo store, an official UK Nintendo store pre-orders. So that's interesting if there are new Amiibo, because honestly, I thought Amiibo were kind of dead. I know they've been re-releasing old ones, but there hasn't really been Amiibo functionality built into games for a while. What it does in the Tears of the Kingdom is very minimal. It doesn't, as opposed to like Breath of the Wild, it was like a game changer. Uh, Paul says, as someone who bought 4 different Switch consoles in the past and on virtually every Nintendo console in Nintendo mode, this was a huge disappointment, a tiny social focused evolution. Yeah, it honestly, all those new features are very gimmicky. They're disappointing to me. They seem to be there for the sake of being there and not with a direct experience in mind. I do think the chat feature with being able to see the other player's screen is pretty cool, but you saw how it was implemented, and that was in their their closed environment, right, where they could get the best possible experience. I would imagine like those frame rates are going to be even worse in the real world when you look at other people's stuff. I like the idea for nothing other than I think I might prefer to have the packaging and documentation from Japan. Gonna throw it away. Who cares if I can't read katakana or kanji or whatever? But yeah, I mean, it's if you can get it cheaper, that's definitely the way to go. The other thing is there's a lot of, just for going forward, there's a lot of exclusive Switch editions in Japan that never come out in the United States, like the Dragon Warrior one, and like there's some pretty cool ones over there that you can only get over there. So if if the exchange rate is that bad, yeah, they're going to hit you with the tariff on top of that. I bet that's accounting for the difference in the prices there. So that's interesting, MG. They could have been targeting that 349, 399 price point, but with the tariffs, they've had to up it in the US to that 449, 499 rate. I wonder if that's going to hit us on the games too. I'm glad I selected disappointment from the start. So let's go take a look at that poll, actually. The see what we got. So right now, I'll just go ahead and end it. And it went away. There it goes. The biggest event of the year was winning at 31%, a huge disappointment at 30%, beats having to work at 28%, and what's a Switch 2 at 10%. So there you go. That's what you guys thought it would be. The majority said it would be the biggest event of the year, but just behind that was disappointment. And I think it's pretty safe to say it was a mixed bag. Started off huge, and then kind of petered out there, right? Like the really wished we had some big banger launch title besides Mario Kart. The upside is I won't have to panic about getting it day one. Kurt says, why do you think Xbox does not sell a lot of units in Japan? Tariffs. Yep. Protecting their gaming industry. Missed opportunity to call it Switch 2 the big boogaloo. 1/3 happy, 1/3 bum, 1/3 don't care. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it, right? Yeah, started off good, got worse, ended lame. So I can see why some were negative toward it. I get it. Yeah, you that's a great point, right? Like they really got to bookend this stuff, and I think they were trying to do that with Donkey Kong, but that's a mistake. And then why not put the pricing and pre-order date in the direct? If you're going to drop a press release during the direct with that info, why didn't you put it in the direct? Because look at the time on this press release, 10:05 a.m. Like the press release launched the second the direct was over. So why not put it in the direct? That was weird. Obviously, technical glitches during the direct were frustrating. So lot to be concerned about with the way it ended. I think I might be more excited about new Jurassic Park movies or music. I mean, the on the ad games today. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Why are the presenters act so robotic? I don't know. And why were they wearing like 1980s suits that were way too big for them? It was very strange. They need Cyrus to turn things around at Nintendo. Yeah, he can help take away the licenses. I just want to buy a couple for my sister's kids. I need to cement cool uncle. Oh yeah. Yeah, so now looking at it, looking at it now, having seen it, I'm going to go back to my original comment. Was there anything that's interesting. Let's see that. Where uh do you have a link to this register to buy thing? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Switch to how to buy. All right. What did I type wrong? Switch dash 2. There you go. Register your interest. All right. So let me I guess I wasn't sharing anyway. I thought I was sharing, so that's good. Of course. Got to jump through all these hoops. All right, let me bring this back up. So here's your register to buy. I had to log in, of course, and just registered my interest. So I didn't know what that means. Eligible Nintendo account holders will receive an email when it's time to purchase. So there you go. So they'll let you know, and then you can buy it through their store, which should hopefully help with the scalpers. So hopefully that works out. Give him a wrench. Give who a wrench? Oh, MG. Doesn't look I can wrench him, but I heard there's another moderator in this chat that has the ability to wrench MG. Let's see. Why can't you switch your choice? I don't know. It's once you've made it, you've made it. I don't really care about the bundle one. You won't be able to change your choice once you're registered. Yeah, that's very interesting. Maybe it's locking you, maybe they're reserving it for you too. Maybe you'll get a window where you have 24 hours to purchase it. And that would be ideal, because if that's the methodology, right, they're reserving a pre-produced one for you so that a scalper can't come in and steal it or purchase it out from under you. It's not a mad rush once you get your email. Maybe it's an email that says, okay, yours is ready for purchase. You have 24 hours to purchase it, or we're going to release it back into the pool. I mean, that's a great way to do it, to ensure that your real fans actually get one. Something that Sony did in Japan for PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 30th anniversary. or PlayStation 5 Pro, I should say, and the PS5 Anniversary Edition, but they did not do in the US. They let the US deal with all the scalpers, even though they had that mechanism that you had to be already subscribed to Nintendo or PlayStation Plus, and you got a reserved unit. So when you got told to buy, you had so much time to go do it. You couldn't, there was no mad dash. And so hopefully that's what Nintendo is doing here. Sign in, register your purchase, and select accessories from the official My Nintendo store. We'll be in touch. So apparently you could also go select some accessories. I'll go check that out. Open a Nintendo account holders. If you are eligible, an invitation email will sent to your address with the account when it is your time to purchase. So it is a reserved unit. The invitation will be valid for 72 hours. So you have 3 days. Invitation emails will be prioritized on a first come, first served basis. So hopefully you guys have already signed up, who have purchased a Nintendo Switch online membership with a minimum 12 months of paid membership and a minimum of 50 total gameplay hours as of April 2nd. So literally that is the same exact setup that PlayStation did. They did that. You had to have a minimum of gameplay hours and length of time as a Nintendo membership to knock out scalpers. So they couldn't go sign up with a bunch of accounts today. So that's great. Once the invitation emails have been sent to all registrants meeting the priority criteria, invitations will be sent to remaining eligible registrants on a first come, first served basis. Invitations are non-transferable and will be sent to the email address associated with the Nintendo account. That registered interest in purchasing the Switch 2 optional accessories will be available to purchase alongside your system. For system and each accessory, limit 1 purchase per eligible Nintendo account during the period. Will I be notified? Nintendo account holders in the US and Canada are at least 18. The first batch of invitations go out starting May 8th. So that's interesting. So pre-orders are going to launch next week, but if you've reserved one, you don't get it till May 8th. You can't purchase till May 8th. With additional batches of invitation emails sent periodically until purchasing. Invitation emails will be delivered on a first come, first served basis. Invitees 72 hours. There's the priority requirements. Here's the payment in full will be required at checkout. Google Pay, Apple Pay, Visa, MasterCard. My Nintendo store does not accept eShop gift cards. Where do you ship? Can I pick up in store? Orders from the Switch 2 will be shipped in the US. Shipping is available to PO boxes. My Nintendo store orders cannot be picked up. Orders will be shipped after purchase. Your purchase window will be shown on the invitation email. Approximately ship date will be provided at time of ordering. Please note, release day delivery is not guaranteed due to processing the shipment. So you may not even get it day one if you purchase through the store. So interesting. With 2 different ports, will it be possible to get a DMD backglass screen on Pinball FX? Who knows? Yeah, Sony should have done it here for sure. Big Ed's going to wait to get it. No rush for him. MSRP, yeah, $80. That is nuts. So now suddenly that extra $50 for the DLC version makes a lot of sense. Holy Christ. $80. Welcome to inflation and tariffs and everything else. Jesus. That also means they're never going to go back from $80. Even if the tariffs go away and things like that happen, video games are going to be $80 from here on out. And Nintendo just gave an excuse for all the other people to charge that too. Jesus. Yeah. I'll buy the first one that pops up on Facebook Marketplace for $100 less. Legend of Zelda both 2 Switch Edition upgrades are free to Nintendo Switch and online pack customers. Excellent. That's good news. 80 is going to lead to a gaming industry crash. Nobody going to be paying that for every game. So Devastator Omega, I would go back and look at N64 games. See if we can find one here. Look at those prices, except that's just people sticking a dollar price on it. Let's go to here. Yeah, I mean, if you look at these, right? It's not going to let me zoom the picture in, stupid thing. But like, so $60 for Worm, $75 for Doom, $75 for Gretzky. You know, there was a $70 for Shadows of the Empire. It was pretty frequently to see over $70, you know, $70 games on the N64. But part of that too was, you know, they were more expensive. So here's like 89 for whatever that one is. I can't read it. Mortal Kombat 3, $94.99. These are Canadian prices on that one, so whatever. Let's see if Best Buy updated anything yet. So that's like, how did you find the link to the Switch reservation stuff? Because I would like to see if any of, like, you can go ahead and reserve the controller and things. Well, it beats 300. That's exactly right. Twitter. Okay. Let me bring my X up over here. Was it Nintendo's Twitter by chance? Oh yeah, the new amiibos are awesome. So let me share this. God damn it. Where's the where's the bigger screen? There we go. So that's some of the new amiibos. So that's pretty cool. The hero pack is essentially. We've got Minoru's Construct amiibo. There's the Learn Income Zelda Nodes companion app, blah, blah, blah. Kirby, Switch 2, launch on June 5th. It's the Donkey Kong Bonanza. Oh yeah, Wario 64. He's the pre-order king. I'm just looking at these first. I'll jump over to him because obviously there's some new things here. There's the Hyrule Warriors Partner Spotlight. Man, they've dropped a ton of videos. The Welcome Tour, a paid downloadable launch title. Mario Kart World. Of course, the Mario Kart World Direct on the 17th after you've already purchased it. Treehouse stuff. Okay, so let's go see Wario. I don't know why. Why is he not coming up on my? So the SD cards are $60. MSRP on Donkey Kong Bonanza is $69.99. So some games will still be 70. Hayden the Live was like an hour ago at this point. So yeah, so here you guys already all over the Donkey Kong. Yakuza Director's Cut. There's the $79.99. It's yeah, so the Mario Kart has it's a whole website or a web page all to itself. It's just never ending long. It's going to launch with some Joy-Con steering wheels as well. So that's interesting. I'll drop that link in the chat for anybody who wants to go look at that page specifically. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 edition upgrades are free. Nintendo Switch Online pack. So there's the proof of that. Coming to Switch. There's your reservation link. FAQ. Just seeing if there's anything. They ask for the developer stuff. Yeah, so it looks like he's just posting a bunch of screenshots at this point. Yeah, so I won't go through all those screenshots. But let's take a look at this. What is this one called? Mario Kart. So here's the Mario Kart page. Hide that comment. And you can see lots of good stuff here, pictures of the different carts. Hit the open road, zip around courses in a vast world, big old volcanoes and more. Everywhere is your race course. So look at that big open world that happens to have the race courses in it. Maybe is that what they're trying to show us here? Why it says you can go off road because you have all these different ways to drive to the different locations. Yeah, sprawling world of courses. Hop off the course and race the distance to the next one. Yeah, so it's all just a big open world. I wonder how that'll affect, like, are they going to be able to do DLC courses in this one like they did in Mario Kart 8? Or you're just what you get is what you get? I would like to see them add way more characters in Mario Kart 8, similar to how they did in Smash Bros, where you could get all different kinds of people, not just the standard ones. Transcontinental Rally. Compete to earn most points across 4 connected courses. Try to claim the top spot among 24 racers. So 24 racers at a time. Knockout Tour. Barrel through back-to-back courses with no pit stops along the way. If you don't place high enough, by the time you reach each of 5 checkpoints, you're out. Drive hard to survive and aim for first place. Free roam, take off in any direction in this new mode, explore areas that pique your interest, and maybe even snap some in-game photos at scenic spots. Near or far, Up to 4 players can race on the same system. So split screen, that's cool. So it's got couch co-op and online. And of course, there's your steering wheels. Fire up game chat, talk using the built-in microphone, switch to camera. You're competing in a race or simply exploring the open road. Game chat is free until March 31st, so basically a year, 9 months anyway. Yeah, that's crazy. $80 with 3 asterisks. We got to find this asterisk. How to buy. Open that link up in a minute. Register your interest from Nintendo. So it's that's just the same registration link. More. Okay, let's take a look at these accessories. These are kind of cool. These are the Switch 2 accessories. So we have the Pro controller, $80 for the Pro controller. It's got rumble, motion controls, built-in amiibo functionality, capture button, C button for game chat, the GL and GR buttons, which you can map, and then the audio jack. Only works with the Switch 2, not a surprise. Left and right Joy-Con controllers, $90 for the bundle. That's pricey. Joy-Con 2 charging grip. Didn't this come free when you bought the in the Switch itself? Does this mean it's not free anymore? It's not included? To use as a classic style controller or handy charging station only for use with Switch 2. Joy-Con straps, who cares? The Joy-Con wheel, $19.99. Hit the road with these fun steering wheels. Here's the camera, $49.99 on the camera. The dock set by itself is $109.99. Let's see what the camera, does it give any specs on this camera? Wide angle lens, high sensitivity image sensor, no resolution info at all. At $49.99, it's got to be pretty crappy. There's your Switch 2 protector. The all-in-one carrying case. This thing's jumbo. Holy Christ, that's huge. The Nintendo Switch AC adapter. Are they going to give us the? Yeah, it just says a replacement one. So at least it includes one. And there's our micro SD card. So interesting on the accessories. So the 3 dots, the 3 disclaimers on the price on the Mario Kart was just says manufacturer suggested retail price. Price may vary. Yeah, crap camera. That's my assumption, right? Nintendo doesn't do things on the cheap side, so it's $49.99. It's super low resolution. The SD card $44.99, $59.99 at SanDisk store. That is what I saw as well. They didn't show how Switch 2 game box looks like. Game cartridges are red, but the box, yeah, that is true. I'm betting the boxes maybe they go black, or maybe they go with white instead of. Well, I guess the ones are currently clear with the red spine, so maybe they'll go white spines on the. Oh, Nintendo just published the box, so let's take a look at that. Oh, they're still red. Ugh. Don't know if I like these. So there's our boxes. They have this now big, thick Switch 2 logo at the top. Of course, you got that gold Switch 2 edition. And the plastic is red as well. So you got the plastic red wrapping around it. So they will stand out because the other ones that have the clear plastic. So interesting. Do they show the spines at all or only the front? Yeah, and we're back into the direct. So only the fronts there. That's pinned from March. Yeah, now Wario has the boxes. They got QR codes on the front of the boxes now. Yeah, and that's what we just went over with the accessories bundle. Here's your SanDisk stuff for those who were interested in that. With the model number. So very interesting. Yeah, probably staying red to stay uniform with the Switch 1. Yeah, it's going to be all about the case. It's similar to, obviously the Wii U when they went with the blue boxes, but kept the same format and everything. 1080p 120 HDR would be very nice screen for watching movies. Yeah. You'd have to stream them somehow. They look like someone lost the box and printed one. I agree. I don't mind the red around it, but I don't like this big logo on here. You're losing all that extra real estate for the game art. So I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, the border, like that commenter said the border was way too big. See what people are saying on. Thought the camera would be more, honestly. Yeah, well, it's because the camera's crappy. Are these prices will at least triple? Still compatible. Yeah, so the Switch 1 Pro controller, according to this, is still compatible, so that's nice. So you really only need to buy one if you really want a C button. So that's kind of interesting. While we've been on almost 2.5 hours, if this show runs for a few more minutes, we might see the release of Switch 3. That's absolutely right. But we got all this news still coming in. Let me give this another refresh. Oh, here's Mario Kart box art. Metroid Prime's box art. That's pretty cool. That's the Switch edition, obviously. Yeah, I wonder. Let's go back to that Nintendo guy. See if he's got anything new. Nintendo Switch 2 game key cards are different from regular game cards because they don't contain the full game data. Oh, God. Game key cards are different from regular. They don't contain the full game data. Instead, the game key card is your key to downloading the full game on your system via the internet. After it's downloaded, you can play the game by inserting the game key card into your system and starting it up like a standard physical game card. Holy crap, that's stupid. So if it's got that key card logo, you're getting one of those SD cards but you're going to have to continue using it even though you're buying just a DLC game. Holy crap. That's disappointing. We go back and look at the fronts of those games. Did any of them have the key? That doesn't have it. That doesn't have it. I don't think the other ones did either, did they? Includes a Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 edition upgrade. For details, blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, so that is an interesting deal on the Nintendo one. There's your game card slot. Makes you wonder if this little thing is the anti MIG switch doohickey. That's got to be closed down in order to have the game inserted correctly, so you can't MIG switch it. Yeah, this is disappointing. Oh God. Oh, that's hilarious. So this must be at least their alternative to the old codes, which I guess I'm okay with that, but I don't like that you've got to keep it in there in order to play. That's let's see. Yeah, once we don't really see anything super new, Nintendo Switch games that start up on the Switch 2 but include some in-game compatibility issues. Games with startup issues on Switch 2. Holy crap. They have a giant known bug list already. So it's not there's definitely something different happening, obviously. Alien Isolation. Is there anything we care about? Dex, Dust, Eldrain, Fall Guys. Fall Guys isn't starting up correctly on Switch 2. Hitman 3, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Mega Man Legacy Collection. Ugh. Boy and His Blob Retro Collection. The Neo Geo Art of Fighting 2 doesn't start up. Neo Geo Samurai King of Fighters, it doesn't start up. Burger Time doesn't start up. Crime City, Dig Dug, Gradius 3, New Rally X, Pac-Land, Xevious, Batman the Enemy Within. Bus Simulator 2023 doesn't start up. So not anything major in there, but that's disappointing. You would think it would be pretty rudimentary on that front, but guess not. Oh, that's just A and B. Yeah. This is the compatibility chart. So good. Those old NES controllers are still going to be compatible. So old Joy-Cons will work with the Switch 2, along with all the other, Switch Online controllers. So that's good. The old dock. Why would the old dock be compatible? Because people say stupider things, I guess. Power is different, so you can't use the old power cord. Yeah, HDMI cable can't be used. Got to use the new one. The Nintendo GameCube controller adapter is is compatible. So there you go, Galaga guy, if you're still around. If you get the GameCube adapter port, you can use the original GameCube controllers still. So that was carried forward. Ring Fit no longer compatible. That's because the controllers are different. However, if you use the original controller, you still should be able to. Yeah, it says you can still use it with the old Joy-Con. So just incompatible with the new controllers, which makes sense. The Wii Sport or the Switch Sports leg strap is not compatible. Doesn't fit the new controller. Not a shock there. Yep. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo's been cranking out that controller adapter ever since the Wii U. It came with, you could get a box with the controller and the adapter in it on the Wii U. Let's see. Any new from him? We'll go back over to Nintendo and see what he's up to. All right, what is this? Free updates for selected Switch games. So Toad Mario Odyssey has a free update. The Zelda Super Mario World making its way to the third system. The Super Mario Brothers Wii U also getting a free update to 4K, I guess. Yeah, that's all that was on that one. Let's go to the one that he showed. What was the one? Was that not him? Was that games with compatibility issues? So Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection has a compatibility issue. Saints Row 4, Sniper, Raiden 4, and then Mega Man Collection. You guys saw the rest. Pilot Sports. Startup issues. Dead by Daylight, Darksiders, Doom Eternal. These all have startup issues on Switch 2. So these are pretty big titles. Felix the Cat, Final Fantasy, Fortnite. A Nintendo Switch 2 version is planned, it says. So you can't run the original Fortnite. Gas Guzzler, Grid, Guns Galore, Inferno 2, Island Flight Simulator, Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection. God, a lot of these like retro ones aren't booting. Little Nightmares, the complete edition doesn't boot up. Monster Energy Supercross, NBA 2K18 and 2K25 don't boot. Oddworld, OKKO, Let's Play Heroes. Pizza Tower, Plants vs. Zombie, Raiden 3. River City Girls 0 doesn't load. Rocket League doesn't load. South Park, The Fractured Butthole doesn't load. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer doesn't load. Dark Forces Remastered doesn't load. Taiko no Tatsuen Rhythm Festival doesn't load. Jackbox Party Pack and Party Pack 2 do not load. Underknots, Warframe doesn't load. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Wolfenstein 2, World of Tanks doesn't load. Wow. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, to be fair, these are known issues. They have what, 2 months to work on these. They're going to be fixing and patching these. These are just the public public list of known issues, right? It's like with any system. So it doesn't mean that it's never going to work. It's just they're having issues currently. So thanks for pointing that out. Looks like we got some more. Here's a grip. And it's a detachable grip. That's pretty interesting. And then a stand. Weird. The grip on the unit. That's the D brand version, and it is available now. So you can reserve yours for $3. And you get a $3 discount, but they do not tell you the retail price. Seems like a bad deal. Pay $3 to reserve something you don't know what it's going to cost. OLED would have pushed it to 500. Yeah, you'll get the OLED a couple years or a year or two down the line for sure. Why would they release it now when they can get you to buy another one in a couple of years, right? I'm really interested in hearing more about how the whole Switch 2 carts will work. I agree. People will be pissed if they do that. There would be an uproar if they did officially. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Developers have hated the used game market forever because they don't get paid. Make a physical key card, smart cards that you can move game licenses onto to lend or sell without encouraging. Yeah, I'm not too worried about, all the physical games you get require the cart like on the Switch already. It's just and it marries your Switch. So that's one of the reasons why with Big Switch you have to have a special loader to pull your games off so that you can embed that key from your actual Switch in the card. So it's not unusual. And my guess is the way they went hard on MIG Switch, there's a lot here that's using the same technology. So they didn't want to have it hacked like right out of the gate. So I'm sure they've done some both physical and software based anti-piracy efforts that might last a month. We'll see. The biggest thing will be emulating 4K is probably, going to be an interesting attempt. I think so. The game key card is only for those specific digital downloads, right? That's what that's for. That's so you don't have to enter in one of those long ass, codes with like 16 characters of gibberish. Now you can just slide the card in and it will unlock and start the download for you. Now, unfortunately, it means you've got to keep the card because you'll need it to start the game, but at least it's a smoother user experience for those games that are bigger than the card itself, or for simply just a pure digital edition that they can sell in store. I think this is a smarter way to do it than what they were doing, selling empty cases with codes on the inside, which Nintendo loves to do. Should be like crypto cold storage, sell and trade games that way. Yeah, I honestly have said NFTs are the key to aftermarket digital games. We should get an NFT for every game we buy, and we should be allowed to sell that NFT, which means selling our license that we purchased for that game to somebody else. If they did that on digital games, I'd be somewhat okay with physical going away, because the right to resell what you own is a big part of physical, not just having something on your shelf. And digital, you never own it. Now, even with the right to resell, you technically never own it, but if you're reselling it to somebody else, that's their problem. Glad they finally announced. Not so glad that MG got another wrench. MG's a mechanic. He's stacking up wrenches like it's going out of style. Here's some info on our SD card. Only compatible with micro SD Express. So you literally can't use any other one. That's crazy. But at least they made the price not too terrible. $50 for an isn't too bad. I mean, I would hoped for a bigger what they were charging. Capacity up to 2 terabytes. Can you imagine what a 2 terabyte one is going to cost you out of the gate? Here's more of these. I'm interested in this picture. Yeah, download the game, insert the game key card into the system, download the game, play the game. Internet is only required when you launch the game for the first time, so that's important to note. Here's a Zen grip. So another company's grip. That's a flood of market of grips, apparently. All right, Nintendo eShop. How to purchase an upgrade pack. You can browse and purchase upgrade packs for your system via eShop. Shop upgrade packs at the Nintendo store. Download directly to your system. You can buy digital codes for upgrade packs at retailers that sell Nintendo games. So they're still doing this thing. But if the upgrade packs are free, why would you do that? Except this one, the one they show here, obviously isn't just an upgrade pack. That's straight up DLC included. There's that list. Games using the new mouse mode on Switch 2, Super Mario Party, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Dragix, Hogwarts Legacy. Why the hell would you need it on there? And Civ 7. Metroid Prime 4 FPS, natural to have mouse functionality on there. So what are you going to do? Like hold your Joy-Con in one hand so you can move and then mouse in the other? I guess that would work. That would actually kind of work pretty good, actually. So that's one of the big drawbacks on PC is using the keyboard. To actually have the Joy-Con where you can use the thumbstick and then mouse around over here actually might make FPS is super competitive to get that pinpoint targeting and the swift fluid movement. Yeah, that could be phenomenal, actually. Civ 7, obviously, that's a point and click game, so you got to have a mouse for that. Bingo, NFTs, GameStop stores would make a killing. Yep. Yeah, GameStop should have pioneered that and done, if I was a GameStop CEO, and I've talked about this for years with other friends, I would have went the Steam route and said, I want to be the storefront for all these guys and sell digital content through our store and then tie it to NFTs. Obviously, GameStop experimented with NFTs, but they were stupid to art NFTs, which are dumb. NFTs for the game licenses are what they should be doing. But of course, as well as I do, the software publishers don't want to do that because they want to force you to buy extra copies. They want to sell you one that you can't do anything with so that they force other people to buy it. And instead, what you get is these services because people don't want to buy a bunch of games and then they make pennies on the dollar. They'd have been smarter to go the NFT route. I think game industry just needs to come together and settle on NFT secured format like e-cartridge that could be moved onto amiibos or smart cards or whatever. That's exactly right. Switch to Counter-Strike. There you go. All the news coming in fast and furious. So what do we got here? Example of the card. Jamboree Switch 2 edition. New way to play exclusives, new modes. Players appear within the game via camera play, game share, blah, 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 plus Nintendo Switch game. Okay. Switch 2, Switch Edition. Yeah, these are just the Switch Edition. No release date on Metroid Prime 4, so it's not a launch title. That sucks. I wonder if this means it's like a Q4 release, that the Prime 4 is going to be like October. Quality mode runs at 60 frames per second in 4K with asterisks. In TV mode, 1080p in handheld. Performance mode runs at 120 frames, 1080p. Yeah, I called that. That's what it was going to be. The only way you're getting 120 frames per second on this hardware is 1080p. So, but 60 at 4K, that seems like a pipe dream. But man, if it can actually do it, that's pretty cool. Browse and purchase upgrade packs, blah, blah. We've seen that picture already, I think. It's our, is that our Switch 2 UI? Interesting. It's not exactly the biggest image there, but there's your user interface with Mario Kart World in there. Looks very similar. Yeah, it's a Switch 1 UI, but the if you look at it, the icons have changed a bit, but nothing special, right? Otherwise, it's pretty identical. So that's interesting. You got your C option now, right? But it doesn't even have a Switch 2 logo here. If you look at that, it's just the standard Switch logo. Wonder if it will overheat or how the heat sink will handle demanding games. Well, they did point out that the dock has an extra big fan on the dock itself. So if that gives you some hint, the heat is going to be pretty big, I think. Especially if you're pushing the 4K. And so they needed that extra cooling. Email at work has been slow today, so I wondered if everyone was watching Switch 2 announcement. Then I realized I probably have a false sense of reality hanging around you nerds. Yeah. That's funny. Alrighty, well, I think the interesting news is drying up a little bit here. So I guess I was on him. Let's go back. We're at the point where we're just showing like UI and stuff at this stage, and everybody's kind of stuck on the same updates now. So we've been going for damn near 3 hours at this point. So I think we will wrap this up. You guys, I'm sure, are supposed to be working. So get back to work. There's all the news that's fit to print. Thanks for joining me. Really hope you had fun. I had fun watching and hanging out with you guys and reacting to this. Could have been better, could have been worse. Mixed bag. Some prices more than expected, some less than expected. Lots of good accessories. Very interested to see if we get any big unannounced titles this year for first party. Like, where is our new 3D Mario? So hopefully something over the next few days comes out of one of these tree houses that they surprise us with, but I don't know. This was, to me, was the big opportunity for that. You're definitely not going to run with a Mario. They clearly think the focus should be on Mario Kart at this stage. So, but yep, thanks for joining me. And as always, until next time, have fun.